Meantime, the Cebu Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office has reported 66 deaths so far following the powerful tremor. And for more details, we have our man in Cebu, Dale Israel. Okay, Dale, what's the latest from your end?
Yes, maayong hapon, Lord and Denise. The latest report here at the command center at the provincial PDRRMO at the Cebu capital has recorded 66 people have been confirmed dead and 559 others have been injured. The disaster management office also said that a total of 95,000 families, or over 95,000 families, with the majority of casualties are affected in Bugos City. Some of the injured were immediately referred to Balamban Provincial Hospital, that's in Western Cebu, while others were brought to Danao City Provincial Hospital and in the Daan Bantayan District Hospital. Additional patients were also admitted to the Vicente Soto Memorial Medical Center here in Cebu City and the University of Cebu Medical Center in Mandawi City. However, officials say that the lack of available ambulances has delayed the prompt transport of victims to medical facilities. Meanwhile, here at the Cebu capital, the Nation Hub, thousands of volunteers have arrived to lend a hand despite the scorching heat kanina. Volunteers lined up to register throughout the day. A total of 2,888 volunteers, mostly from Gen Z, came to help here at the capital. The scene looked like similar to a protest rally, but instead of chanting slogans, they were repacking relief items, bottled water, canned goods, and other essential supplies to be sent to affected communities. One volunteer shared that he came with a friend who suggested to volunteer, so they preferred to help out rather than stay idle at home since there are no classes, since their homes are not damaged. Donation of deliveries began as early as 5 a.m. this morning. By noon, 10 trucks of relief goods had already been delivered to Bogo and Medellin. The final delivery for the relief goods is scheduled for 7 p.m. tonight in observance of safety protocols. Kaya makikita talaga, Lord, na natin ngayon dito sa labas ng Kapitolyo yung spirit of solidarity, yung mga kabataan, tumatulong at they come together to help to those most in need. Lord and Denise, back to you.
Galing. Oo, na-channel ng mga bata yung kanilang energy, ano? Okay, so ano yung data natin so far sa estimated damage to infrastructure, Dale?
Ang estimate ng Capitol kanina, interview namin, ay nasa around 3 billion pesos na ang estimated damage ng lindol, 6.9 magnitude doon sa Bugos City.
Dale, si DPWH Secretary Vince Dizon has ordered, so far yung assessment check ng mga structures, may detalye ka ba rito?
The assessment, yung provincial government kasi, they have a separate assessment. They still don't have data kasi continuing pa yung assessment na ginagawa ng mga engineers natin sa provincial government. Lord.
Dale, balikan ko lang yung sa mga affected families. Doon sa mga injured, nangangailangan ng medical care, are there enough beds for them? And aside from, I know you said 10 trucks have already are coming or nakapunta na ba dyan? Ano pa ba yung mga kailangan nila na hinihingi pa ng mga residente?
Yung mga hinihingi ng mga residente doon sa Bugos City, sa Medellin, pati yun sa San Remigio ay mga tents kasi most of them are natutulog na lang sa daan, sa highway, the open air yung pagkatulog nila. So what the provincial government now or the PDRM is doing is kinikolekta nila yung mga donations ng mga tents at isa yun sa mga ipapadala doon sa Bugo at sa Medellin.
Oo, itong mga batang dumadating, Dale, marami pa rin ba ang mga calls for medical volunteers?
As of now, what we know so far, Lord, ay pinahinto nila yung call for volunteers for medical personnel kasi wala nang lugar kung saan i-assign or i-deploy yung mga volunteers kasi they already have enough. Ang kinakailangan na, tatawagan na lang daw yung mga medical personnel kapag kinakailangan na nilang mag-deploy uli ng mga medical personnel kasi full na daw, in full capacity na yung Bugo City Hospital, tsaka sa Daan Bantayan District Hospital at iba pang mga hospital doon sa norte.
May mga impression kasi iba na parang medyo nalagpasan o hindi masyadong o kulang pa sa San Remigio at sa Tabogon. Lahat ay diretso doon sa Bogo. Of course, yan ang epicenter. understandable naman kung bakit talagang doon nakatutok, ano? Pero, Dale, may mga naramdaman ka pa bang yung mga aftershocks, umaabot ba dyan? Kamusta?
Kagabi, Lord, nakaranas tayo ng aftershock. Was about to go to sleep again. Medyo malakas yun kasi tinignan ko sa online, it's magnitude 5 pala, kaya medyo malakas yung aftershock kagabi. Pero they have their aftershocks naman, hindi mo naman napapansin. Di mo naman gaano mafe-feel yung ibang aftershocks. Kasi ang sabi, maraming aftershocks daw after, pero ang nafe-feel lang kagabi is isa lang, dalawa.
Oo.
Dalawa o isa na mga aftershocks.
Siguro, marami pa rin bang nakakaparaning siguro dumaan ulit sa tulay kung magmumotor ka ngayon o okay lang ba, Dale? At least, pag gumagalaw yung tulay, ibig sabihin nun, di ba? Nag-aano siya. Yung energy ay at least na di-disperse. Nakakatakot ba, Dale?
Hindi rin nagiba yung tulay. So,
anyway, maraming salamat sa ulat mo. Daghang salamat, Dale Israel, ang ating One News Cebu desk. Ingat po kayo dyan.